Hello, beautiful goddesses. Hello, and welcome to this week's Oracle Guidance. And we are in June. I love June. I love June for several reasons. Up here in Canada, it gets really cold during the winter and sometimes even in the spring. But June is usually a month filled with warmth and new flowers and the gardens coming in, and you can actually put your feet right there on Mother Earth and just kind of ground in, and it is wonderful. So I am totally enjoying it. And bonus, it is my birthday month, and usually I have done my fast already because I do a prolonged fast every year. I have just not had the chance this year, so I'm looking it over for June. Just a whole bunch of fun things happening. So if you're jumping on, say hello. Hello, Goddess Diane. It's nice to have you here. And if you're catching the replay, let me know that you are catching the replay. We have some wonderful stuff lined up for today. And I'm eager to talk to you about all these nice things regarding physical health, right? So for those of you who are new to me, welcome. My name is Isabelle, and I'm a certified naturopath, a holistic life coach, and a master practitioner of NLP and timeline therapy. And I use all these learnings when I work in a group program or one-on-one with my clients, just to really help them get soulfully aligned and blissfully healthy. We really want you to feel good and healthy and strong in your body, regardless of the age. So most of the women that I serve are in midlife, so perimenopause, menopause, even post-menopause. And the healthier we can make your physical body as well as your emotional and mindset, the better you're going to feel throughout this transition and even on the other side. So we really want to get aligned with all that. So beautiful goddesses, if you're jumping on, say hello so I can see you. Just type it in, say hello. And we're going to give it one more minute, so everyone that wants to jump on will have a chance to do that. And you can absolutely reach for a paper if you want to take notes. The nice thing is the replay stays in the group for 1 month. And while we're waiting for the other women to jump on, I'm going to remind you as well, if you want to have access to these recordings, and they're free, right? They're always free. I'm taking them out after a month, but they stay on my YouTube channel, and I share the link, and all you need to do is register. And you'll have that link, and you'll also have other bonuses that I share with you when I'm sending out the newsletter. So, all right, let's get started because I really want to share with you. And feel free just to engage, because it's always nice to have a conversation instead of just like me giving you all this information. It's always nice to have an exchange and get some feedback, and especially to know if this is resonating with you. All right. So the reason I wanted to do this particular subject, so Anne-Marie says, bonjour, bonjour. It's really nice to see you, hon. The reason I really wanted to do this particular subject is because you may or may not know that my body has an autoimmune disease. Although when I am walking the healthier path, I don't feel it, right? So I say my body because it's not really me. It's just my vessel that has that, and that's okay. And it doesn't really exist. However, it's kind of a little push in the right direction when I'm off my path. And what it did for me is two things. The first thing was get back on path, right? And the second was a reminder that I wanted to talk to you about this because we want to talk about joint pain and body pain and inflammation and things like this. As we age, we may think that it's due to aging. No, it is due to being off your path, right? That makes sense. So just think of it this way. You're here right now, right? We're all here together at this specific point, which we'll call A, making it really simple. Thank you for the hearts. I love that. Now, we want to go to point B, wherever point B is, whatever we're enjoying, wherever we want to be or have or experience, right? So from point A to point B, it doesn't matter how old we are, we always want stuff. We want to experience life in its fullest, and we want to feel good, not only in our heart, in our emotions, and in our head, but we want to feel good and we want to feel strong in our body. And when there's inflammation or there's body pains, muscle pain, bone pain, joint pain, it is a real bummer because it takes away from the beauty of the experience, whatever that experience may be. Now, there are a lot of different reasons, and of course, we dive more deeply into that when we do some one-on-one coaching or inside of a group program where I can really get like the details of your life. And even when we have, for example, a health assessment, then I can find out really specifically why it's happening to you at this specific time in your life. Now, yes, the psychosomatic side is very important. So that plays a lot with mindset. This is one of the reasons that I've developed the 4 pillars of well-being, right? Because it's not just about what you eat. If you eat really, really, really well, but you have a crappy mindset, it's not going to be helpful. Or if you have a great mindset, but you're always eating all this fast food, there's something under all that that's kind of, bringing you to eat all this comfort food, and it's not aligned, and it will show up in your body in different ways. It can show up as weight. It can show up as difficulty sleeping. It can show up as skin issues or nail issues or heart issues or gut issues, and it does not matter if your body suffers from autoimmune or anything else. I am the living proof that even though you have a diagnostic of something, you and your body can be thriving no matter how old you are. I'm going to be 52 on the 20th, so that's like a couple weeks away. I'm going to be 52. I can hardly believe it. And I just ran my first half marathon like a few months ago. What? I'm not like a born runner. I didn't do this when I was in my 20s. So that means that if I can take care of my body in a comfortable way, according to my lifestyle, so can you. Very important. Is this resonating? Let me know if this is resonating. Give me some hearts, some thumbs ups. And I want to know if this is resonating for you, because it's important that whatever you choose to bring into your life feels good, feels empowering, wonderful. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, so, and with what I was saying, with the lifestyle, you want to go one step at a time. Now, I am a huge believer of bringing in stuff, thank you, and not taking out, right? The universe, and even us as individuals, we hate losing something. We hate having something taken away from us. So we don't lose weight. We step into a better body or step into our health weight, we don't take food away. We just bring other kinds of food into our life. And for example, let's say that you are a potato person. I am such a potato person. I love potatoes. Unfortunately, potatoes are not a great food if you have inflammation or joint pain or body pains. They are terrible, right? Grains, potatoes, and of course your other well-known things, coffee, pop, sodas, red meat, refined sugars, all that will cause problems in the body. Now, if, let's say, we do a health assessment and I ask you to write down like a few days what you eat, and I see that 90% of what you eat is that. If I take all that away, what are you left with? You're left with like water. And we don't want to do that, because if you go to extremes, right, it'll go, wow, and then it dies down. And that's where yo-yo dieting and extreme measures come in, but they don't last. We don't want that. We want it to become a lifestyle for you. So it's easy and you feel it in your body. You feel the benefits, so it's easy for you to reach for something positive that will feed properly your body and your mind and your spirit, instead of reaching for something that will not do that, right? That makes a lot of sense, right? Right? What we don't want is for you to go, oh, I have to eat another salad. No. Just doing that will like cut the enzymes that are supposed to form in your mouth before you even start eating. So when you start eating, right, the digestion is already starting. It starts in your mouth. So as soon as you swallow, it's being absorbed. The nutrients are being absorbed, sent to the proper place in your body to feed your body and your mind and your organs and your glands what they need most to feel good. If you're eating because you're sad or you're angry or you're feeling lost or you're bummed out or you're too tired, right? Whatever those are, and you're not reaching for the right things, then all we need to do really is give you more options, right? Now, when the mind, it's subtle. It's really subtle, but it's there. More options that you have, the more blessed you're going to feel, because you can like, what can I pick from, right? So if you have just, for example, chips in front of you, and you got a little, you want to have a little something to eat, to nibble on, well, you're going to pick that because there's nothing else. But if we have other options, we bring in a ton of other options. When you open the fridge or the cupboard, you're going to go, I have a lot of choices, right? And if you have a lot of healthy choices and very little unhealthy choices, it's going to make such a huge difference in what you're going to go towards. And of course, again, we want to go one step at a time. It's like saying you are here in wherever you are. Let's say you're in your home right now watching this, and you want to be on the beach. You can't just like and be on the beach. There's like a path you gotta follow. Maybe like put some stuff in a bag and then get in the car and then drive or take a plane or wherever it is that you live to get to that beach. It is the same thing for health. It does not have to take months or years. No. But it is not like this. The reason we want to go one step at a time, it's building a muscle so you get strong at it. All right. So I've already told you some of the things that you want to take out of your diet or put at a place where they kind of get elbowed out by the good stuff, right? Now, yes, and I already talked about autoimmune disease or other type of diagnostics, and I am not saying that those are not worthy calls. However, just because it has received a label doesn't make it impossible for you to get back to health. Yes, we're going to take the physical. Yes, we're going to take the mindset, right? Maybe we need to do a deep dive and get rid of some blocks or limiting beliefs or heal some trauma. It depends what is happening and where it's stemming from. Once you have all that, it is absolutely possible to feel good in your body. Now, stress, yes, stress will cause the chemical balance in your body to shift, and it will increase acidity in your body, and acidity is a known factor for causing body pains. I'm going to say body pains, and I want it to mean joint pain, inflammation, the whole works, right? I'm just going to say body pains, just so you know that's what I'm referring to. Of course, when you have all these pains, there's so many things that you can't do. Even sleeping will be hard, right? You might wake up during the night and your legs are feeling like there's electricity going through them. Those are your bones telling you, I'm being attacked, I'm not feeling good, you need to do something about it, right? Maybe it's shoulders, maybe it's knees, maybe it's wrists. Now, I know what that feels like because when I'm off my path, I get all that, right? I get a lot of pains in these fingers too. It's hard to move them in the morning, right? It should not be like that. We don't need to accept it just because we're in the midlife years. No, right? So, what we want to do is get rid, first and foremost, is put all the food that is causing the inflammation aside. I just named a few earlier on. And we want to look at what we can bring in to feel better. Now, for those of you who know me, you know I am a huge fan of cleanses and detox. Now, a side note to this. I do this every year. Every year I do a full fasting and in a certain way, and I also do intermittent fasting in a specific way, and I do cleanses. And lately, the reason I wanted to do this particular live, I had been having so many body pains, the legs, and it was hurting like in the middle of my arms, and that is arthritis, right? And then it was hurting in the joints, and that was so not cool. And I said, enough, it's enough, it's enough. I don't like this. It's keeping me from sleeping properly and feeling good in my body. And although nobody knows, I know it sucks. So I decided to do just a little raw vegan cleanse. And right away, the headaches started, right? The headaches here, and even here. Now this is, I hate to say it, but it's normal, right? When you clean out something, it might give you like the sweats, and just like if you're cleaning out your house. So what you want to establish is how unpleasant is it? If it's unpleasant a bit, then you stick with it. You keep going. You don't make more cleansing, right? You don't go deeper into it. You just stay there. If it's too much and you're like, oh, I got to take something for my headache, then that's counterproductive. Just eat like something that's not so healthy and it will get rid of your headache. And that's proof that you're weaning your body off of the bad foods. Are you understanding what I'm saying? This is why we want to go nice and slow. Now, a way not to feel those pains and to really step into feeling much better in your body, and this is general, of course, because we're not talking one-on-one here. One of the best things that you can do for your body is eat leafy greens. Now, all of these things that I'm going to give you, there's a lot more, but these are like the yummy ones that your body loves. And if you can eat them organic, if you can eat them raw, and if you can eat them fresh, even better. Now notice, I didn't say you have to eat them as is. You can grate them. You can, if you juice any of them, be careful when you drink juices to go slowly, sip it, because if you drink in like one sip the whole thing, it's a lot of nutrients arriving, and there might not be enough enzymes in your body to just kind of break everything down, right? We don't want it to be counterproductive. So if you're just starting out, you can do like I did, right? This morning, I chose to have a smoothie. So you have all the fiber in there, so it's a little bit longer to digest. So everything that you put in there is better. Be careful about fruits, right? Fruits are sugar, so if you're doing like a smoothie with just fruits, it's a lot of sugar. So first thing on the list, and I love lists, is leafy greens. Every kind that sits good with you, that you like the taste of, just pack it in there. You can put it in a smoothie. You can roll it up. You can put it, you can eat it as a salad. You can cut it up in little pieces and put it in a smoothie bowl, like for breakfast and stuff. Like be creative. And just know that you don't need to eat leafy greens only for supper. You can have them for the morning, and they don't always have to be. Mine's in a smoothie because I didn't have time after my run this morning and my work to have it any other way. But there are so many ways that you can have it. Bok choy, wonderful, wonderful way of eating it. Now, yes, you can absolutely, if you want to eat cooked, you can cut it up and just eat it cooked. However, if you eat it raw for a couple of days, the cleansing of these toxins that give you pain in the body are going to lessen, and they might like go a lot lower. Remember, the headaches are like your compass. If it's hurting too much, that means it's too much cleansing at once. Don't stay there. So then you could cook, for example, your bok choy and add a few of the other things that I'm going to share with you. And you can add them in there, and it'll make you feel a lot better. And then you can go more gradually. Is this making sense? To go gradually, to go slowly? Let me know if this is making sense to you, or if you have any questions, jot them down. All right. What else is great? Celery. Love it. Oh, remember the books that have been printed on celery juice? I love it. And it really works, and it's really good. Again, same advice regarding juices for celery juice exists here. You want to go nice and slow, right? You want to like level off some cleanses before you go like at the deepest core to make sure that your body can still support you. Beets, same thing. Love the beets. Absolutely great for your liver, so some more detox. Broccoli, same thing. Blueberries, yes, full of antioxidants. So this is a really nice fruit, as well as pineapple, right? Pineapple has a lot of bromelain in there, so nice to digest, and even better if it is organic, right? We want to make sure that it's organic. Now, for those of you that eat meat, a great way to power up your body is bone broth. And if you don't eat meat, but you're like, I'm okay to drink bone broth, and you don't want to make it, you can buy it. You can buy it like in jars, glass jars, it's already made, or in a powder. Now, I have one. I don't eat meat, so I have one that is similar, like the effects will be similar to bone broth, but they can't be the same because there's no bones in there, right? But bone broth is definitely known to helping bring in more minerals. And of course, when there's more minerals in your in your body, it will balance out the acidity, alkaline balance, and you'll start feeling so much better, right? So what else? What else is there? There's walnuts, flax seeds. Flax seeds, a great way. If you eat them whole, they're not as effective as if you grind them, especially for the added component of estrogen, phytoestrogen, the positive one. So grind them up and you can sprinkle them on everything. Coconut oil, chia, ginger, turmeric. Turmeric is a great one. It stains everything. I used to make juices with turmeric in there and everything went like orange, but that's okay. It is amazing. You can take it in supplement form, but if you can add it to your meals and focus on that for a few days, right away you're going to see the difference. So, and any kind of whole foods, really, really good. And if you want to go a deeper level, I know I said it, but I'm going to say it again. You want to use raw foods for a couple of days and just be very attentive to how your head is feeling. The rest, let it happen. So bowel movements should be regular. You can't have all this cleaning going on without any bowel movements. No, bowel movements need to be regular, very important. So, yes, if you want to go at a deeper level, you're going to want to stick to raw for a few days. Now, if you want to go even deeper, that's when you do cleanses and fasting. And when I say fasting, there's no eating. It's always weird to me when people say, oh, I fasted and I only ate whatever. No, that's not fasting. That's cleansing. It's not the same thing. When you fast, and I do not agree with simply water fasts. I liked the fast to be supported by a minimum of calories because it takes a minimum of calories to detox the body. So I wrote a small book on that, and you can definitely check it out. You can find it. It's called Fasting Basics, and you can find it on Amazon. .com or .ca, you'll find it. You can type in my name, Fasting Basics, and the book will come up. And the information that I believe in and stand by and do for myself and have been doing it since I've been 19 is in that book. Now, this being said, if you've never done a cleanse in your life, you're going to want to go nice and slow. Take time, right, to go slower. First, cut out or diminish some of the things that you were eating, or bring in a lot of the foods that I just mentioned right now. So if you find ways, for example, the beets, if you shred them and you shred that with, let's say, celery, and you can add a little bit of leafy greens, you could, or even the bok chow, right? And then you can just put in a little bit of organic olive oil, a squeeze of lemon, and maybe a pinch of nutritional yeast, yes, with some kind of herb to add to it. That's a great meal. Very, very easy. And you can add that to whatever you're eating or have it as a main meal. All right, so to get rid of body pains, joints, whatever they are, the easiest and fastest route is to look at what you're eating. It is not enough to just do that, right? It needs to be in the other pillars as well. So yes, mindset, yes, the emotional side, and yes, deeper connection, feeling connected to your higher being and your purpose. Also very important because it gives you joy and energy and well-being and lightness, and all this has a huge effect on your vessel, on your body. Is this making sense to you? Is this good? Let me know. Let me know if you're enjoying this. Now, before we sign off, I just want to remind you, if you have questions, you can put them in the comments, or you can reach out to me. I'm super easy to reach. And if ever this is resonating with you and you do want to go a bit deeper, I'm having a special birthday month gift that is out there. So I've taken my Rise Consult, that's a one-on-one consultation, and I've tweaked it a bit. And just know that we can adjust it to whatever you need, because like we chat before the consultation to make sure that we're aligned with what it is that you need. And in the way I've tweaked it is we'll open up your Akashic records to really step into those messages that may need to come through, and we'll get some oracle guidance as well. And then we're going to set up a plan for you, a physical plan that you can do every day and implement. So it might be about minerals, it might be about food, it might be about bowel movements, it might be about vitamins, or it might be some tapping that we need to do, or some sequence, some healing sequence that you specifically need to do to feel better in your body, to really release any fears or any anxieties that are keeping you from feeling great about your life and about your body and where you are right now in your life. So if this is resonating, I'll put the link to it on top of the video, and yeah, it's going on for the whole month, so feel free. And if you know someone that could really use this support, I would truly be grateful if you shared it with them. And that's it, goddesses. I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you have questions, let me know. Post them below, and I will definitely circle back and come and answer them. And of course, if you have any questions regarding the Rise Consult, let me know. Diane says, thank you. I appreciate it very much. And I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Sending you all so much love and sparkles and wellness. And I will see you very soon. Bye for now.